Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Metaphysical Communion, and this is March Madness. So, we're here this evening to do spot readings for all of you out there who are watching. Ask your questions, put them into the chat box, and we will commence, to do readings for you this evening. I'm connecting live from Zoom into Facebook for this. So right now, as we're speaking, I am connecting to Facebook Live, and hopefully it will work the way it's supposed to. And this is Metaphysical Communion 18. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Deeangelys. I am the host of the program. And let's see what's going on. Hold on a second. Okay, we got some interesting things going on here. We always like to connect. With the internet, there's always the unexpected happening. And I may have to try to connect a few times before we actually click, into Facebook Live. In the meantime, I'm broadcasting in Zoom. So you can always capture this later on afterward. It is recorded. So you can see it later on Facebook Live, on my page, Deeangelys Transpsychic Express, or, on YouTube, on my channel, Metaphysical Communion. I will be posting it there as well. Let's see. It's preparing a live streaming, but I don't see anything happening, which means we'll have to try to connect again as usual. Sometimes it can take a bit of time for this to happen. So let's give it a shot once again. And like I say, the internet can be, its own little life form and temperamental. It decides to do things when it wants to do them. So we have to give it a little bit of time for it to connect. Anyway, welcome to this beautiful, warm evening, at least here in New York City. I do believe we reached a high of 81 degrees today, which should be a record for New York City on a March 25th. So, March 26th. So that, should be an all-time high. It broke the previous record, I do believe, which was from 1922. So that's a long-standing record and time. So we'll find out how official that is later on in the news, either the 10 o'clock news or the 11 o'clock news. So let's see. I'm trying to connect here on Facebook Live here. It says live streaming preview. So it's preparing it. So we won't really start the program officially until we get a proper connection to everything. And I didn't want to start this too early, because then the program would have started earlier than expected and catch people off guard. It did work last week, so it should work again this week. Sometimes you just have to push in another 4 or 5 times. And let's see, so far nothing is happening. Let's try this again. So let's stop the live stream. I'm going to pop in again. Let's go into this one more time. And see what happens. Just give me a moment to connect. Now, one other little thing I may have to do is, hold on a second, I may have to check my connections with Facebook itself and see if I'm in or not. That's another thing. Okay, let's try doing this again then. So it's an experiment as we happen. Welcome to live broadcasting. Reminds me of the days back in the 1950s when television was still new and everything was live. There was no such thing as pre-recorded programming. So whatever happened is what happened. And we had to learn how to navigate through those things. Everybody was usually well prepared. And, just knowing that anything could happen at any moment. And that seems to be the case here. So let me give it a shot again. It's March Madness. And this is what's expected of March Madness after all. So here we go. All right. So let's see if we got a connection going here. Let's see if I got a connection going over here now. Let's give it a shot. And I don't want this going on my regular timeline. I want it going on my Facebook page. Let's see if it actually goes on my timeline. That would be so perfect. And then people who are only connected to my Facebook page and who are expecting the program there are not going to see it. So that would mean that I would have to then click out of this and then direct it to the public page instead. Never a dull moment, as they say. It's preparing a live streaming preview. That's fabulous. Where we're going to connect out of that one because we're not going to do it that way. So let's try for the 4th time, and hopefully this will be the charm. Okay. There I go. Okay. So apparently it didn't connect because it wasn't connected to Facebook originally. That's the thing. Uh-oh. Let's see what's happening here. Well, anyway, I've been preparing throughout the day, for this evening. And, just communing and connecting with spirit. So I could be open and clear to all of those in spirit who wish to come join us this evening and give us their signs, their messages for those who are watching, for those who are meant to receive a message this evening, calling upon them to be here with us, to let us know that they're here for you. So as I'm watching out for this preparation of streaming, let's see, it's preparing. I don't know what it's preparing for. It does not seem to be preparing for anything. Oh dear, it's always something, isn't it? It's taking too long. It's not doing what I want it to do. I will persist until this connection exists, because that's the way we have to do it. So let's get on to that again. See what happens. All right. On the page that I manage. Let's see what happens this time. Before I was saying it was through a preview, it came up from Zoom to FB. The other times it was just saying preview only. So I knew that wasn't going to happen. It has to come up with the logos for everything, as I've learned. I'm still new at connecting with Facebook Live directly from Zoom. So, all right. Well, this time nothing appeared, but, let's see, I'm getting the chat icon up, but seeing nothing on the screen. Let's see. Fascinating. Okay. Ooh. Lowering the window that connects Zoom to Facebook. Right now I can see myself clearly on Zoom itself. Let me check back with Facebook to see what's going on. Do I have a window here? And let's see, what is, I've got some people here commenting or saying something. Let's see. Once I can get into that. Technology is something else. Okay. things are not syncing in the way they need to. Okay. Well, that's fascinating. I see myself in my Zoom window, thank goodness. Let's see what else is up and running. Okay. Here I am in Facebook. I don't see a thing. Okay, that's good. Be helpful, I could see myself. Okay. All right, let's try that again. I'm trying. I wish I could see myself somewhere. Okay, here we are. Yes, Elisa, I am. Yes, I am. Let me just connect. Let's see. Let me just address a viewer who's asking if I'm doing my live readings tonight. And right now it's supposed to be. So I'm doing the answer right there. All right, let me get back to me. And let's see. Let's see what's happening. All right, that's fascinating. Well, I know I can see myself still here. It says stop live stream. Well, that's nice. But live streams are coming up exactly the way it's supposed to. So the wonders of the internet. Okay. Okay. Good. I'm glad at least I got that message anyway. Okay. Okay. Up and up. Up and up. And I'm going to stop the live stream again because nothing's happening. And let's begin once again. We will continue to get into this until something happens. Okay, here I go. Let's see what's up. And see what happens. All I get is a white screen from Zoom, and I get a dark screen from Facebook. Let's see what happens. And I'm not getting anything anywhere. That's weird. Let me see what happens here. We're having a ding-dong of an evening, aren't we? Okay. Let's see, share screen. Why is this so dark? Okay. I'm not going to share a screen because that's silly. And let's try again. Either way, when the show goes on, it will be 1 hour in length, no matter what. I had a bit of a problem last week, but we got it to go. This week, it's being really, really stubborn. So let me see what's happening here. I am not going to connect on my timeline. So that's not happening. So, waiting for the connection to come through. Mm-hmm. Okay. Here's a little bit up. Something's changing. Something seems to be coming through. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. 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 Okay, people. Something seems to be going in the right direction. Hold on. And here I am. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So here I am. So let's see. Hopefully you can hear me. So I know I can see myself from Zoom into Facebook. So that's a good thing. I can't hear me. So that's another special item of interest now happening. I don't know if you can all hear me. I've got audio everywhere. So I don't know what's happening with the audio. And let's see. Okay. We're going to do a little magic here for the moment. And let's see. It's not coming up the way I need it to come up. Hold on, troops. Give me a moment to connect with you properly. And let's see. I'm not making much sense because I'm not connecting with you yet. I just hope I have audio. Oh, so far it's 22 minutes already of extravaganza. Okay, just make sure I can do this right. Let's see. Okay, we'll plop that in later. And let's see what we've got here. Okay. Okay. Let's bring this down, bring this up. And let's see. My audience settings are. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to Metaphysical Communion. This is program 18, March Madness, spot readings for the evenings. And thank you for joining me, those who are out there. For those of you who do not know who I am Deeangelys, the host of Metaphysical Communion. And this has been a weekly broadcast that's been going on for almost a year. I started because of the pandemic, offering support, encouragement, and a little magic from spirit. So I'm glad I'm on. I just hope that everyone can hear me. That's always an issue here with these things. It's about, sound. So let me bring this up. I started because of the pandemic, offering support, encouragement, and a little magic from spirit. So I'm glad I'm on. I just hope that everyone can hear me. That's always an issue here with these things. It's about, sound. So let me bring this up. I started because of the pandemic, offering support, encouragement, and a little magic from spirit. So I'm glad I'm on. I just hope that everyone can hear me. Always an issue here with these things. It's about, sound. So let me bring this up. I started because of the pandemic, offering support, encouragement, and from spirit. So I'm glad I'm on. I just hope. Here we go. Everyone. Very good. Hear me. So I'm on right now. I'm looking at myself in delay. You hear the program, so I hope you can hear me well. And as I watch myself on the delay, but the important thing is to communicate with you directly at the moment. So thank you for those of you who are patient enough to wait for this to come up. Thank you for being here. And let's see. So I'm on right here now. We go. You hear the program, so I hope you can hear me well. So I'm just waiting for myself to kind of catch up. It was this delay. Communicate directly at the moment. I don't want that interfering. I don't know if you can hear that, but I can hear it. So it's a bit disconcerting. So I want to wait for that to pass a bit. Let's see. Here we go. So I got a few people already in the audience watching. I'm just waiting for myself to kind of catch up. And so I'm just waiting to settle in here with this. I don't want that interfering. I don't know if you can hear that, but I can hear it. So it's a bit disconcerting. So I want to wait for that to pass a bit. Let's see. All right. So I got a few people already in the audience watching. I think I have a moment here of peace and tranquility. Hello, everyone. Good to see you here. Thank you for joining in this evening. We'll be here for the next hour or so. And as people find me more and more, they start joining in. That's usually the thing with these types of programs. All right. And let's see. So far, so good. Looks like things are working out well. I'm going to check one more little thing here. Hello, everyone. Good to see you here. So please bear with me for a moment. And let's see. I just want to find me more and more. They start joining in. That's usually the thing with these types of programs. Let's see. I just need to do one little thing if it allows me to do it. Let's see. So far, so good. Okay. Things are working out well. I'm not. I'm going to check one more little thing here. So please bear with me for a moment. Okay. Hold on a second, people. I'll be with you momentarily. Okay. Gets a little confusing sometimes. Okay. I have a lot of things going on here at the computer. I don't want it to blow up all of a sudden. Okay, good. I'll be with you momentarily. Very good. Okay. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining in. Just going to acknowledge your being here. Okay. Very good. Okay. All right, so I am going to turn down the sound a bit on my end. And hopefully that won't be a distraction. Because I need to be clear, open, focused, so I can connect with spirit properly. Being here. All right, so let's get started officially here. Everything's up and running, which is the most important thing of all. So We've got an audience building already, which is a good thing. And this is the last of my series of spot readings for the month of March. I decided to do an entire, 4-week run of basically spot readings for celebrating March Madness. And whatever came is whatever came, whatever happens is whatever happens. So I've been doing that. It's been a lot of fun. Hopefully a lot of people have got a lot of help. You hear a lot of encouragement, a lot of good messages, for them. And this will be the last of the shows for, spot readings for now anyway. And I will continue to do programs still, but I may touch up on other topics. And of course, I'll come back and do spot readings again, also, from time to time. Just not the end of that, ever. So, but this has been just an interesting experiment, just to run with it and just let go and just to have fun and see what happens. That's the way spirit works. You shouldn't focus or plan. You just open, receive, and the rest, just happens from there. And let's see, let me look at some of the messages I have here. I want to make sure I don't miss anyone. Are you with anything? Okay, very good, excellent. Yes, hello. So let's say a few hellos out there. So hello, Pauline, Alyssa, and Lori, and Zia, and James, and Mary Lou, and Zia, happy birthday. So that is neat. So I'm glad that tomorrow's your birthday, your power moment. And what a time period to have a birthday, right there with the full moon. And we have a wonderful full moon happening in Libra this month. It's been a very positive month, luckily. Through the horoscope, through astrology, and in your case with the birthday happening in Libra, it's wonderful because this particular moon has all good aspects associated with it for everyone. So this is the best time to have a birthday with a full moon that gives you lots of blessings, lots of beautiful light, emotions, longevity, peace, tranquility. And you should receive surprises throughout this whole weekend. So how fortuitous for you to have this wonderful birthday at this time. So happy birthday. We'll be celebrating it throughout the evening then for you. So we have a good audience developing, which is I'm very happy about that. And we'll get cracking then with readings. So let's not waste another moment. And we will begin. As I say, I see lots of hearts popping up all of a sudden. So this is wonderful. Spirit is with us, all good things. We have to celebrate, have positive energy, enjoy, raise our vibrations, have joy like the extraterrestrials say. Just have joy, have good feelings. Do like The Secret, what you put out there comes back to you. It's about intent, good intentions, always bring back the best, for you. So on that note, anyone out there who has a question from Spirit, and please make sure that it's a question, all right? Not, what is it out there for me? Because we need the focus so that we can really zoom in on that particular question for you, all right? And then we'll take it off from there. So first and foremost, I'm going to do a small breathing exercise. You can all join me with that, so I can set myself clearly, calmly, and open up to Spirit fully. And then we'll move on from there. Very simple exercise. It's similar to meditation, except without the meditation portion. It's just 3 deep cleansing breaths. Just to clear out the system, clear out the mind, calm and focus. So just breathe in to the count of 3, hold to the count of 3, and then exhale to the count of 3. Let's begin. It's similar to meditation, except without the meditation All right, very, very good. Makes a difference right away. So let's begin with our questions. And we have the first question already. Oh, James, I'm so sorry. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Our fur loved ones are so everything to us. Oh, I'm so very sorry. Oh, dear. Well, let's see. Let's see what comes through regarding that for you. But I get a sense of his immediate closeness right away. Very, very close. And this is a spirit that has left very, very recently, obviously. It's still very close in energy, luckily. That happens when our loved ones, depart from the beginning. They do remain, with us very closely. I feel a warmth and a very strong closeness there. I do believe that's the way animals are. They do stay close, when they depart. So they're in the other realm, but they keep themselves or part of themselves, or part of their energies here. I seem to notice that from many other people who have had encounters of the spirit with their animal loved ones once they've passed, and their pets, their loved ones, their fur babies, stay very close and are really there, very from the start. It isn't that you wait a while and then you start feeling something from them. Animals, because they are so pure and so innocent, they immediately stay very, very closely as soon as they depart. And I feel that kind of sense there with your dog as well. I almost feel a sense of fur very next to me. Very, very, it's like very attached to me. And that's animal spirit there. And that tells that, that they and your dog is in particularly very, very close to you at this time. So you should be feeling things, here. Oh, you had two dogs leave. How incredible. That is incredible. Well, I do feel like a sense of great, warmth in that way, very close. So they are, very attached, to you. It almost feels like they're alive, actually. That's how close it feels. So it's very strong, very, very, very good, strong energy. As I say, it feels like they're still here, with us. So that's very impressive. So we have that there. And let's see, we have a number of questions coming in. Let me go back a bit right away. And we're just going to do spot readings. We have to do them, rapid fire, because we have a lot of people asking questions right away. We want to try to answer as many questions as possible for the evening. If anything else comes through for you, James, regarding, your dogs, I'll let you know. Sometimes, things come and go, and then something, more messages come in later on. So let's continue, however. Let's see. We're just going to do spot readings. We have to do them, rapid fire. Let's see. So our next question is what? I'm just going down the list here. All right. And you also have a foster child situation, here too. Let's see about that one. More messages coming later on. So let's continue, however. Let's see. Well, James, I have a sense that so far for the time being, your child remains. I don't get a long-term stay with this. So there's a possibility that this child may be really more temporary than you would hope this to be. Because I don't get a sense of further longevity and really going to months or more years or whatever with this. Right now, it's still very thin in regards, to that connection. So be aware, of that. All I can advise for you at this point is if you do whatever you need to do, if you wish this child to remain close, do what you can, discuss with the people who are involved with foster care to see if it's possible to extend this child's stay far longer than apparently they're intending. Because I don't get this really as a very, very, very long lasting stay at this time. So do everything that you can to communicate strongly with them. Don't pressure. And see what happens from there. With Elisa, we have questions. All right. Well, these questions are of great significance as always. Question number 1, a life partner for you. Let's have a look and see. So do everything you can to communicate strongly with them. Don't pressure. And see what happens from there. With Elisa, we have questions. All right, Elisa. What I'm getting a sense of here is don't expect anything to happen immediately. Apparently there are responsibilities that you need to be focusing on first, that are taking your time to really be able to connect with someone, that way. I mean, you are hopeful, but at this time period, it's a little too soon, for that one. Don't expect anything to happen immediately. It's pretty open right now regarding a life partner. There seems to be someone of interest, however, so you may be communicating already with an individual, but it's still not there yet to decide whether this is somebody that's going to be lasting for a real long, permanent relationship. Now, in regards to movement in your career, regarding a life partner, there seems to be someone of interest, however, so you may be communicating already. Here for your career, yes, there is. And it seems to be moving rapidly, actually. So there's something brewing here, and you have to get very, very active in that also, in pursuing what's there, and move quickly. Something is changing, something is developing, there. If you don't have anything at the moment, it should be coming very, very, very soon, for you. But there is change, about, and it's a positive change, also. You're going to feel more empowered and more control. In regards to next phase of career, it'll give you more of an advancement that you are hoping for. So be aware, of that. Hello, Valerie. Good to see you. We have Stephen here. Let me see. Hello, Stephen. And for you right now, with this individual here, it's just about friendliness, right? Not about friendship or anything else. It's about hanging out and just connecting that way. Deeper relationship at this point? No. It's more like a friendship type of thing and hanging out. Give it some time. It doesn't mean that it won't happen. It just means that right now it's more of a friendship, so enjoy it. Don't push it. And don't make demands. It's just about friendliness, right? That's not friendship. I don't see it as threatening, to remove, the person from your life, but take it easy, relax, let it flow naturally. Right now, it's more about a friendship more than anything else. And let's see. Oh, Mary Lou, I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness, there are so many passings. Lately, once again, as the season has changed, many people are leaving. This is always something that occurs when the seasons change, and especially from winter to spring. It's a great jolt to the system. For us, first of all, if we start acclimating to the newer energies, of the seasons, and especially with winter and spring, because winter is such a heavy period. And it's a period that we're like enclosed. Usually we're more at home. We're more just in tune, with ourselves. But then the spring comes, it's the opening of the light. It's a faster energy. We start to like lighten up, and the vibration starts to get higher, also. And for a lot of us who are in a weakened state vibrationally, for those of us who, let's say, have illness already, who are weakened, some of us cannot tolerate that shift in energy a great deal. And I noticed in particularly, once again, this year, there are a lot of people passing, tremendous amounts, in the last 2 weeks, in fact, the last week alone. So I see that this has occurred for you, unfortunately. I'm so very, very sorry, about this. And in regards to this person here, some of us cannot tolerate. Yes, yes, of course. I mean, he is fine. I don't get a sense of anything tumultuous or any great sense of, grief, with this passing for him. I mean, he is well. He made it to the other side, first of all. Very calm, a lot of peace, I feel. So have no concern, about, his passing or so, if it was, rough or so, whatever. But from that end, the transition itself, excellent. And that usually happens with most people. People transition off well, and they are fine. And there's not a great trauma, for them. And usually, depending on the passing as well. In this case, I don't feel that sense of passing here, that there was great trauma for him, or so. He has passed on, and there is a great sense of calm and peace, there for him. And let's see. Yes, James, I see. It's incredible that the dogs also, passed us when they were elder already. Also, which again, animals tend to be sensitive, in passing when they're of that kind of age. I know I had a dog for a long time, and he also passed, around this time period as well. Actually, he was a little older than yours, but they age differently than humans, so they're quite elder, already when they're 12 and 13 years of age. But I'm sure that both of them are well and doing fine too. Moving along, we have Pamela. Good evening, Pamela. I know I had a dog for a long time. All right, for you, in regards to health and prosperity, but they age differently than humans, so they're quite elder. Your health is stable, or should be stabilizing. There's one or two little issues that need to be watched out for. Be very, very responsible, with following up on your health. I see there's some issues going on here, and it's just about doing what you need to do. Be patient. Don't let yourself get overly stressed out, especially when you're not feeling at your best. You have to do everything that you need to do to stabilize your health, deal with the issues that come up. Things can improve, but it takes time and patience, and do what you need to do. Follow your medical advice, but make up your own mind as well. Work together with providers. Don't take everything the providers say, verbatim. Sometimes the only one who really knows our body the best is ourselves. So it's about using common sense here and working with your provider, but listening to yourself more than anything else. In order to maintain balance with your health and improvement there. So it's a combination of medicine as well as attitude, but also doing things on your own that will help with comfort, with easing discomfort for you. In regards to prosperity, here, maintain balance with your health, and you will have what you need to move on and go on. Things will present as needed to give you a boost and an assistance there regarding financial issues and concerns. You're not going to go into financial ruin. It's, just be mindful of what you're spending, do what you need to do, work with things in order to keep what you have, do what you need to do to increase your financial gain in whatever way. Again, this help is on the way. In both areas of health and prosperity, help is on the way. With health, you have more control. Prosperity, that comes, but you need more help and guidance there in order to make things work out there for you. And let's see. Valerie, it's good to hear that a new life is coming into the world. And let me see. So far, things are good. And in order to make things work out, the new soul that's coming into the world, so far should be doing all right, there. Tell me know if it's a little girl. I see and getting an energy of female energy, with this. If you know already, I feel that it's a little, girl that's coming, to the world. So let me know, about that. And we have another new person here with us, Orion. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. And let me see, in regards to mother, let's have a feel. Well, I do have a feeling that mother is, of course, being aware and watching. There's a lot going on there, obviously, her estate, and there's an estate problem there. An estate will take a bit of time. So be prepared for that. And there'll be one or two things coming up that need to be looked into. It's not going to be smooth sailing all the way in settling this. There's one or two parties here also that are, kind of like, also there's a lot of negotiations here to a certain extent that needs to be done here still with this. I do see that it will settle eventually, but you have a few things to look out here for, and it's not going to settle like 1, 2, 3 instantly. There are things coming up that have to be dealt with and negotiate and work with in order for that, to pass. But it will pass, and I do believe you'll get what you need. My sense is it'll be settled well. You'll have what you need. You may get a little less than what you are hoping for with this. So make sure that you're working well with whoever's that you're working for here. I hope you do have a lawyer or people that you professionally that are working with that can help you get you more of what you want. But I see perhaps a little bit less happening than what you had hoped for. So be mindful of that. Good. I'm glad that that's, working well for you, James. The animals are always close. They are very close and always will be. Have no fear. It is part of their nature. It's part of their unconditional love. You can talk to them. They will be around you. That is what they do. I know that my dog, who passed away so long ago, is still around me, and I can feel him from time to time, as well as my cat, who passed even before. He did a very long time ago. I know that those animals, always, are connected. They are protectors. And they always watch out for us, even when we don't feel it. And especially when we need it the most, they are there. We just have to remember that they are there for us. And let's see, you're welcome, Elisa. Is there anybody else? Let's see, let's see, any more questions? Let's see. Okay, here we go. And hello, there are a few people there. And Mary Lou, you're welcome. And people are saying hello, 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 Joanne. You're welcome, Pamela. It's a boy. Okay, because I got the sense, Valerie, that it was somehow some sort of a feminine energy associated with this. And I still do have a sense of that, as well. So let's see what develops here. But so far, the energy is stable there and well. And people are saying hello, 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 Joanne. There shouldn't be any main concern here, for this. So let's see what happens. I still feel somehow there's a feminine energy here, with this baby. So we have Mimi here. So let's see. Let's see what develops here. But so far, oh, interesting question, Mimi. All right. Well, at this point means, let's see. There shouldn't be any main concern here, for this. Mimi, it kind of looks favorable for a deeper relationship to happen. Here. In regards to marriage, there's a good indication that it can turn into that. So continue to be positive and hopeful. With this, things have been going well, obviously, and he may not want, to rock the boat, as they say, because everything's going so well. Might be a bit fearful of, ruining things by making it more official. However, things are well. I get good vibes from this, good feelings, especially from your end, from his end as well, contentment. But it can turn into more, certainly. It's about talking and being open and honest, alleviating anxiety on his side of things. I sense. I don't know how forthcoming he has been about that with you, but I get a sense that there may be some trepidation because he doesn't want things to change, and that they might change in the negative by making this, more legalized. So it's about talking with one another, getting that out in the open. But so far, so good. I have a strong possibility of definitely this becoming closer, for you. And just embracing that relationship even more, even if it means a marriage for you too. So let's see what happens there. And yes, Pauline. So it's about talking with one another, getting that out in the open. I'm reading your question, Pauline. It's a big question. Let's see. And let's see. Yes. Just embracing that relationship even more, even if it means a marriage for you too. So well, Pauline, again, you have a lot. Yes, you do, but that's always been the case. You work with so many from the other side here. That's really been there for a long time. It's been there for a long time. Let's see. Yes, absolutely. In all those areas, that's how our angels work best. When we communicate with them, whether verbally or mentally, that draws them closer, and it draws us closer to them. And for whatever needs, whether for ourselves or for others, if we ask with purity and altruism for the best, for yourself and for all, they will always be there to help us, even when we don't feel at our best, or we may not feel that they are listening to us. They are. They are. It's just ourselves. And sometimes the doubt comes in because we don't feel well, or we're just not in a good space or whatever. But that doesn't mean that they are not there. That's just ourselves. This is where we have to learn to center ourselves, to be open, to have complete faith. And then you will see and get a sense of the change within you, first of all, for you to sense, with them, even more. And for health and healing, especially for you, yes, you must, focus on that. They can help you with that, certainly, too. Because I saw that part of your question also. Let me see. And then you will see. Let's see. But there's a lot of questions coming in, so I'm trying to not miss out on any of the questions. So let me see. Hold on. I'm just scrolling back a bit to make sure that I'm on schedule here. Yes, you must focus on that. They can help you with that. I see. Too. Because I saw that part of your question also. Let me see. Yes, well, Elisa, the thing is to not to focus on the negative, and I'll never have anyone, because that's not going to help you. You have to do the opposite. Keep optimistic. It is realism, after all. It's realistic to be optimistic. That's what draws things the most. The most successful people are that way because they have positive thinking, positive energy. They put it out there. They don't give up. And then things start manifesting for them, but they have to have pure faith and confidence that things will be. Let's see. Yes, Mimi, as I said, I picked up on that about, his trepidation. It's about communication once again, more communication. And don't, well, I don't think you're pushing. That's a good thing. But it's about being understanding and communicating calmly and being very, very understanding. And that can help change the tide, for you. Let's see. Yes, as I said, I picked up on that. Yes, Pauline, you have to communicate. And the more you do it, the more you will develop and you will get a sense and you will feel it and you will see it. That your spirits are with you and that they are helping you more than you realize. And they can help support you through a lot of things. I know I've experienced that tremendously, through many experiences that I have had, some very unpleasant experiences. But I always know that no matter what, that they have been there for me and have helped me, to get through things. So it's pure, complete faith. Now let's see. And oh, so the baby's going to be due very soon. How wonderful. Good, Valerie. Good. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Well, again, I feel that things are well, stable. So that baby should come through very beautifully and well. And let's see, what happens there. So the end of April is just another month or so, 5 weeks. So baby's almost here. So I don't feel that baby will be coming in sooner, which is a good sign. And everything should be well and happy. I just see a lot of pink energy around this child, which to me usually means feminine energy, which is good, a lot of love and good things. So let's see what happens. The baby was surrounded with a lot of good pink energy, which is love, emotion, compassion. So those are beautiful traits, the child should be having then. And those usually are in the realm, of pink and pink color and pink energy, which is about emotion, which is about love, which is about friendship, which is about compassion, empathy, lots and lots of love. And so there will be a lot of love, for this child, coming through. So that's very, very blessed right there. And let's see. And let's see. Yes, hello. And Surav, you have a question? Of course, you may ask it. So please, put that in the chat room. And so there will be a lot of love for this child. Let's see. Coming through. So that's very, very blessed right there. So we'll wait so we're getting lots and lots of questions tonight. I'm very happy about it. It's March Madness. We're going as we're getting it. So big time here. So let me see. Now, James, if you're still out there, I still feel your dog's energies, with you. And very, very strong, very, very strong, very, very positive. Lots of, for lack of a better way of saying it, happy energy. So have no fear. Dogs are doing well. So you can allow yourself to relax with that. Just try to be calm and see if you can get a sense of them. Sit down, have a cup of tea, because that's something in a sense for you, actually. I don't know if you're a big tea drinker or a coffee drinker or so, but when you sit and you have your cup of tea or your cup of coffee, just meditate there at the same time and see what you sense from them, because they'll be there at that time near your feet, near your chair. is sitting there, you know, joining you and watching you. And if you get a sense of warmth when you do this on, let's say, on your side or whatever, because that's what I'm getting a sense of here, because they're very close that way, that will tell you that they are there. And you get a sense of that in that manner. All right, let's go. We have Sarav. Will you hear from Nikki? Let's have a look and see. They're sitting there, you know, joining you and watching you. And if you get a sense of warmth, Sarav, I'm not getting too much of a big connection here in regards to Nikki for you. So, sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not getting much of a really, really strong connection here for you with that. So the best thing to do is just to relax about it and just continue doing what you need to do. Focus on the other things in your life that you need to be looking into and focusing on, because I don't see much of a communication happening between you and Nikki immediately. You know, here doesn't mean it's not going to happen forever, ever, but not at this time. So it's best to focus on, you know, what you need to do for yourself and move forward from there. Yes, Pauline, thank you. Thank you about that. I'm looking forward to it too. And I know Lois has done, and Joanna have done a lot of work for that program. So yes, and thank you for reminding me about that. For those of you who are out there, I will be part of a panel for a program called I've Got Your Number, which is on Blog Talk Radio. And that will be on April the 12th, Monday, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. live. And that will be broadcast here on Facebook, on the internet, as well as Blog Talk Radio. So it's me with 5 other spiritual practitioners talking about inside the mind of a psychic and how we feel, how we experience things with spirit and the metaphysical. People who are tuning in will be able to ask a question of any of us, and we will be answering those questions at that time. It is a live broadcast for 2 hours. And if I can find the link later on some point, I'll post that in. So for those of you who are new to my program here, you can look into my Facebook page, Deeangelys Cologne Psychic Express. And I already have postings there for this major program happening April 12th. Please, you know, also join my page. The more the merrier. I love having lots of people, you know, on my page. You can find out more about the work that I do, and as well as other fascinating information that I provide on that page, you know, from all different areas of the metaphysical, from astrology, numerology, from ancient history, from magic, from the paranormal. And there's lots of wonderful information you can learn from. You can apply for yourselves. You can become better educated. Any topics that are there that you find fascinating or of interest, you can delve and look more into on your own. It's about self-empowerment as well. And yes, you're very welcome, Surab. If more information comes through, I will let you know, okay? And let's see. Yes, I am still on YouTube, Pauline. And I'll be posting this program later on, you know, on YouTube as well. I also plan to do live YouTube programming also. So that will be more like next month, as long as we can get the connections going properly, you know, to there. So that's my next level of broadcasting, you know, right there. So I'm just going back a bit, looking at the chat window to see, you know, how things are going. So as I said earlier, we're going to end this month on a positive note. We have a wonderful full moon coming up on the 28th, on Sunday night, you know, in Libra. And Zia, we know it's your birthday weekend, so happy birthday once again if you're still watching. And you have the wonderful experience of having this full moon's energy with you during your birthday. Tomorrow is the first phase of the full moon. The full moon happens 3 days. So there are 3 phases of the moon. The day before, the actual date of the full moon at its height, and then the following day, also. So you have full moon power for 3 days, straight. So for our friend Zia here, she happens to have a birthday falling in this most auspicious, moon, for her and for all of us. Libra is the planet of diplomacy, of caring, fairness, of love. Its ruling planet is Venus. We have Venus in wonderful, uh, aspects working with us this month as well. So love and romance are very prominent and fortuitous. For those of you out there who've asked questions about love or so, things will be coming well, okay, for you. Don't despair if things are not working exactly as you would like. But love will be there, opportunities will be there. It may not be with that exact person you are hoping for, but it means that the door is open for someone else to come through for you. That will be just right for you. So again, this moon brings all of that wonderful energy and help, with it. Libra is at 8 degrees, this time around, to the full moon. So it's very close. It's new beginnings and a fresh start. So focus your intents on that. You're welcome, Zia. Let's see. Thank you, Zia. Thank you. Mija, whenever you have the time, that's when it will be. So there's no rush or whatever. It'll be wonderful, I'm sure. And you see contact in 2 months for Surab. Surab, there's more of a possibility, more in a 2-month period, but certainly not now. Don't expect miracles, there either. But at least in regards to more of a communication, there's a stronger sense of possibility there, for that to be. Just don't expect the outcome that you're hoping for. So it's about accepting things as they are. There's more of a possibility, more in a 2-month period. Well, I'm sure, Zia, that will be. I know that all of you are working very hard on that aspect of your business, and with all the geniuses that are there and who have so much experience for so many years, I am sure there will be a great success. So I have good feelings about this for you in regards to this. After all, we have some incredible minds there working, where you work. So they know what to do. You all know what to do, and you know how to do things well. You're all experts. So I'm sure that once you put your plans in place properly, which I know this is working on right now, and especially listen to Marilyn, because I know that she knows best, here, and Marilyn will help, a great deal with putting that together. Okay, and very good, Surab. You're welcome, Pauline. I'm so glad you were here to join me. If I have any more information for you, I will let you know. I'll private message you later on, okay? But don't be concerned, a matter of the heart, okay? Too much. That will work out as it needs to be. It can be taken care of, okay? I hope you're still hearing me with that. But again, good night, and we'll connect again real soon. And let's see, who else is out there? Any more questions? Let's see, we're going to stay out here till like about 10:30, okay, to make it even. Give it an even hour here for all of you. So whoever else is out there, let me see. I need to come back to someone. Let me see. I just got to find that question. And I hope you're still out there. As I'm looking, I know I gave you an answer already, but I think there's more coming in for you. Let me see. And that will be once I find. Let's see. Mary Lou, I hope you're still out there, because I have a little information for you. Your information regarding your boyfriend who passed. I mean, I have a stronger feeling that he's well. Have no fear. He is well, and And just, he is at peace. Have no fear. He really is at peace. He sends a smile, a warm smile. He sends kisses also as well, for you, at least energetically speaking. This could be those in spirit that are with him that are sending that to relay that information to you. So don't be worried that, that he's gone. And of course, you're going to be connected always. He's not disappeared from your life. And there will be a connection and messages coming your way for that. Let's see. Yeah, I know that Chris is the brains on the outfit, but I think Marilyn can also be kind of helpful here too, Zia. Because I get a sense of that coming in here too, in some way. So it's always, a big work in process here. Yes, let's see. Teresa Whitaker. Let's see, Teresa. Yeah, I know that Chris is the brains on the outfit, but I think Marilyn can also be kind of helpful here too, Zia. Because I get a sense of that coming in here too, in some way. So it's always, a big work in process here. All right, Teresa. Yes, let's see. It's about, taking time to do what needs to, to occur here. There's a number of concerns that you have here. Things are not moving fast enough in a way for you. Some things have been stagnant in different areas of your life. It's just been that kind of thing. It's just been that kind of year for a lot of people. And there's some frustration, here. But in regards to profession and work, that to do what needs to occur here. There's a number of concerns that you need some help. And there's things there that need to change. And see what you can do about effecting a change there in that area. Because there's some things there that are not comfortable there and need to move. And that's up to you to do, there. And in regards to family, that's another thing too. It's about, ironing things out there with family and taking more charge of what needs to happen there. And don't let certain people that are close to your family and otherwise put too much of their burden, on you or be a strain on you as well. It's about taking more control of things and putting a stop and saying no when it's necessary, because I feel that there are people who may want to try to get too much out of you. So you got to say no there. They got to do what they need to do for themselves. You can be helpful and be supportive, but don't let them get the best of you. I'll leave it there. Hello, Nancy. How are you? Yeah, I know. Nancy, I've been working on it. I just haven't received enough information to really get connected with you about, Peter. So things have been a bit, slow there. This happens from time to time. So far, I haven't gotten any really major news in regards to connections with Peter and what's going on there. Except the same thing seems to be there that I told you previously. Not much movement in regards to connection, there. But I am working on it, and I will let you know when I get more. I hope you've heard something else, about that. Because right now it's been a little just there, just stationary. But let's see as things continue to move. This happens with this type of work. We get information, then it kind of shuts off for a bit, or just nothing comes through. I have to be persistent, and then suddenly things can start to open up and develop once again, and more comes through. So I will let you know for sure. I have certainly not forgotten. So that is a work still in progress. And let me see. And let's see. Shane, hello. How are you? And can I have you guys on love, please? Well, let's see, Shane. And then suddenly things start to open up and develop once again, and more comes through. So I feel a bit of sluggishness here when it comes to love and relationship, for you. So it's just things haven't moved the way you would like. Things are kind of just heavy there and kind of like, but don't give up. Things can open up and improve. I feel a bit of sluggishness here when it comes to love and relationship, for you. It's about things haven't moved the way you would like. It's about new connections for you and new people here. If there's someone here that there's already something of a relationship or so, whatever, it's about opening that up and moving that along as well. Something here is just not moving in the right way, and that needs to have resolution. It's about new connections for you and new people here. And it's a little hard because there's just not enough going on here. It's about new connections that can help open this up for and speed up the vibrations for you to get things to work out here for you. And Teresa not working currently? Well, let's see what happens, because that needs to change. And let's see, that means that you have to get more active about that for something to happen, because it's not going to happen magically there. It's not really going to come to you. You've got to do things in order to get it to open up for you. And we have Jenna. Hello, Jenna. Let's see. To get things to work out here for you. I see. Well, Jenna, let's see. In regards to this question here, means that you have to get more active about that for something to happen. It's not going to happen magically. Jenna, the thing is, you've been very open about all of this and hopeful and patient. And it's the other side there that's not really working with you. So this person here has not been carrying their weight in the relationship as they should. Not enough. So there's just something here that's missing. Not enough of a connection. There's a change in feeling here. And there's still one or two things that you need to find out, as I'm getting a sense, here for you. And it's about trying to see it working. You know already what's going to be and how this is going to happen. Yes, of course, you want the best for you and your child, always. But if it's going to be with someone who's not really going to be able to give back the way that you need, and if there is something missing here, emotionally speaking, there's not that connection, there's not that devotion that needs to be there, then that's not the best thing for you or for your child. And I get a sense that there's been a change there and a separation there emotionally. And it's from your partner, not so much from you. Even though you're starting to feel something of a change too, it's frightening. Also, this may be the long-lasting relationship you have hoped for. So it's about delving more into this, being honest with yourself. See how your partner is reacting to you. That tells you everything right there. And it's about your happiness, your child's happiness, but your happiness and what's best for you. And standing on your own 2 feet. And do what needs to be done to give yourself the happy life that you and your child deserve. It may be frightening at first, but it'll be worth it in the outcome. So be careful, and aware of that. I see great sweetness with you and around, especially for your future. So that is safety, that is protectiveness, that is groundedness also, as I see it symbolically. That means that things will turn out right for you in the long run. It just may not be the way that you had hoped, the way that you had planned for. And it may take some time also, but you will have what you need, and everything will turn out just the way it is for the best, for you. And Teresa is understand? Yes. Very good. Understand. Very, very good. Yes, very good, Nancy. Let's see. Very good. Please do. Absolutely. I'll be expecting that message from you, Nancy. You're welcome, Shane. And everything will turn out just the way. Yes. Well, let's see about that, Shane. I hope the best for you there. There will be changes there. Okay, regardless. So it's not going to be the same way in regards to relationship. It's it's going to be different, and you'll have to decide whether it's going to be worth it, especially for you, or not. So be aware. Yes. Well, let's see about that, Shane. I hope the best for you. Well, Jenna, that's the problem. And there's no one that can make someone see the truth except themselves. If they're not ready to hear from anyone, it's only when they are ready, to see that. And if they don't, that tells you right there. I understand, Jenna, because this is a lot. It's very emotional. I know, Jenna. I know. And this has been going on for a bit of time already for you. You know what's to come. And it's about getting ready for this. And yes, it is an emotional time. And we're in a full moon as well. And there's always a lot of emotions associated with full moon. It heightens our feelings, our emotions. That's part of it. But this full moon can also help you with final decisions and choices that you need to make regarding the situation. So try to calm yourself, accept things, be truthful with yourself. Do what is best for you. Nurture and help yourself. Because if you don't help yourself and take care of yourself first, you can't take care of anyone else. No, really, you have to watch out for you first. That is the best way that you can be selfless for others, for your child, even for your partner, for everyone. You have to embrace yourself and love and take care of you. That will help you get through. You will see, and you will get through this. That I know. Your angels, your protectors are there. Be aware of that. You may not have much of a connection with them or so, but now's the time to open. Be aware that you have your loved ones in spirit with you during these times. You have your angels with you, especially most at this time. Just be aware of that. You will feel it. You will not feel alone in this. You will start to feel their presence around you. That will help you tremendously with all of this. And you're welcome, Jenna. And let's see, hold on. Let's see. And Lisa, let's see. Divorce, it's going to take a little while longer, girl. And no time too soon. Okay? I see a shift and a change for this. Really between July and September is when there'll be finality for you, Lisa, in regards to your question. And let's see. Very good, Nancy. I'll be expecting your message. And no time too soon. Okay. And Shane, yes, I understand. Well, you may have a chance to clear their misunderstandings, but it doesn't mean that it's still going to be different. It won't be the same as it was before. Yes, Jenna, I understand, that this is, a daunting experience for you, but you need to do what is best. As I said before, for you and for your child. And you have help. You have help, and you can get help. Not just only the spiritual side, but here Well, you may have a chance to on the earth side as well. Ask for help. If you need it, ask for it. There are people out there and there are things out there that are set up for people in need also. So if you need help from another, if you just talk to another or whatever, reach out, reach out. They are there for you. They can be of great assistance for you also. Don't feel that you are alone in this at all, as it's from spirit, but also here on earth. Reach out, get assistance, talk, communicate. You need to speak with someone. You need to speak with people who are there for this, who can help you and give you comfort, give you advice, and just be there for you so you won't feel you're on your own with this situation. For sure. You're welcome, Lisa. I know, Lisa, it's going to take a little while longer, but it will happen. It will happen. And then you'll have your sense of autonomy, once again, for the first time in quite a while. So you'll have that there too, and eventually, Lisa, there'll be another relationship, for you, and a relationship with someone who's of better understanding. Will have more of a sweeter nature. And then you'll have your sense of more understanding, because you've changed in the last few years. You're not the same way you were before. And before you entered into your current relationship, you've changed. And you're just different people now. And you need a different type of person. And in time, later on, you will connect with someone who is more of a similar way of thinking, a similar way of being, who has better understanding of who you are and how you are. They'll have a sweeter way, a sweeter nature about them. They'll be more into what you're into. They'll be more evolved because you have evolved as your person and as in your spirit. And you will connect with a person who will be in line with that. I'm getting a strong sense of that for you. But it takes a while, it takes some time. And yes, Lisa, that's quite a while. That's quite a while. But people change. People change. And as I said, it's different. It's different. But there will be someone in the future where you will know it. And you will make that connection. And you will feel it. You're very welcome, Nancy. And we're going to continue to work on that, for you and with you. So there's a lot of big changes here. Again, for all of you out there who are listening, let this moon be of help to you emotionally. This is the proper moon. This is the best moon in regards to healing hurts, to healing matters of the heart, to making final choices and decisions of what needs to happen for you, to bring warmth, to bring a healing of your soul. The Libra moon is the best. It's all about love. It's all about healing. It's all about self-caring, connecting with others who can be helpful and supportive of us at these times. And that goes out especially to Jenna. So Jenna, be aware that this moon can be very helpful to you, and seek out those who can be of support to you, to help you, to counsel you, to be there for you, and help you feel that you're not alone in this, and that you can become more empowered as well. And they can be there to be of help for you. Yes, Lisa, of course you have. And these things happen whether you're married, for 2 years, for 10 years, for 30 years. People change. There's never a set time period when people evolve and grow and become different. There's no such thing. You at this time have evolved and changed. Your husband wasn't able to connect with that. He's changed as well too. You've grown apart. and other things that I sense also that are in the way also that I sense that are interesting. We won't get into that here, but it adds a bit of annoyance and kink to the experience, but nevertheless it is change. And remember also, and I've said this many other times as well, we may have a significant other, we may have someone who we consider a soulmate for a time, but it's never guaranteed that it lasts forever either. And we usually have more than one soulmate. Soulmates come in different ways, and soulmates can come at different times. We just shared an experience for a while. Sometimes it could be for a moment with a soulmate, believe it or not. Sometimes it could be for a short period of time. Sometimes it could be much longer. But there's never a guarantee that the soulmate really is going to be there forever. At times there are. That is a blessing. But at times we change. And then there are other soulmates that come and we connect. But still, that previous person, other person has always been a soulmate and will always be, a soulmate. It just wasn't one for the time period that was going to last forever here on Earth. For whatever reasons. When we move on to the next stage of our existence, it all starts to connect. And then we all start to understand. And there's always been a soulmate connection that will always be. It didn't last throughout our lifetime here on Earth, but it can continue afterward. And then it all starts to come to us. We start to know, and it all starts to make sense for us. Yes, Zia, for whatever reason. When we move on to the next stage of our existence, it all starts to. Well, Zia, for you, with that question, and there's always been a soulmate connection. It regards, yes, of course, meditation is good. A ritual is good. But it's belief in yourself more than anything else. And for you in particular, Zia, you have it in you to be able to achieve what you need just by the basis of your talent, your solid talent, and your abilities, plus your years of experience. You just have to really focus on believing in just how brilliant you are at your craft. That will help a great deal. It's already opened up for you in the last few years as you've put more of a focus in this, and more will start to open and develop. The more confident and the more you believe it, yes, I will, yes, I can, and yes, I will. A meditation always helps, but it is a supplement. It's not going to be the answer to really connecting to that 100%. It helps with that. Similar as a ritual, it helps. But it all starts with you at your core, first and foremost. You can meditate from here to creation. You can do whatever rituals from here to high heaven. If you do not have the belief in yourself, those meditations, those incantations, those rituals or whatever, those prayers are not really going to come through the way you would like until you focus and believe in you first. Then it starts from there. You can meditate from here to creation. Well, Shane, that's something that, as I said, there's change there. It takes time. It takes time to really accept your things. As you're still in high emotion to all of this. So it takes time, to really see things as they are and to accept as it is. At this point, we're going to come to a close because we're, at our time. But I want to thank all of you this evening who are here to join me. And I'm very glad that you came in. And we had an exciting, hour or so here. Lots of messages, lots of people. I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you so very, very much for joining me this evening. And we have a Vera here. And let me see. Vera, let's see. Pushing in that final question all of a sudden for the evening. Vera, You came in and we had an exciting, hour or so here. Lots of messages, lots of people. Vera, you're going to have to keep trying. I don't get an immediate sense of that happening for you, near future. You're going to have to keep, going with that and see, what occurs. The time is just not there for you yet for this, okay? The only thing advice I can give you, later on, there's more of an opportunity for that. Yes, and it can happen naturally for you also. So you won't need like any help from scientific means or medical means or so. It can happen naturally. The thing is relax. When it comes to this type of situation, it's about relaxing. You get tense, nervous, you focus too much on it, and you go, when? When am I going to have a baby? When am I going to get pregnant? That causes your system actually to have a blockage. And a lot of times it prevents, from that pregnancy to really come through the way we'd like it to be. If you relax about it, give it to the universe, then things start to flow. As your system and your body flows naturally, then things start to take place. So you're welcome, everyone. You're welcome. Thank you, Zia, as always. Thank you always as well. Lots of love to you. Yes, Nancy, very good. Thank you. And I'll be looking in for it and I'll let you know, okay? And then we'll connect for sure. So everyone, again, thank you so much for joining me with March Madness. It's been a hoot. It's been a wonderful month of readings. All these last few weeks, it's been a lot of fun. I'm glad that lots of you came in. I'm glad I was able to provide that message from Spirit for you and lots of help for you as well. I hope that that you take the advice to heart, follow it. It's always there meant to help you and to counsel you. For those of you who are interested in private readings with me, you can always connect on my Facebook page. Once again, Deeangelys Cologne Transpsychic Express. You can private message me. I do offer private readings through Zoom or Skype. And connect with me. I'll provide you the details for that. And we can work something out from there, okay? And the spring is coming and lots of people have questions and things and readings are popping up. So this is very good. This is very good. And you're very welcome, everyone. And good night to all of you. And we'll be back next week with another fabulous program to be announced. So as always, have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Good night and blessings. Enjoy this full moon weekend. It's going to be tremendous, filled with lots of love, happiness, all positive things, all good things. Tap into that moon, light your candles, set your intentions, do a ritual, to the moon and to the goddess, to Venus, because Aphrodite and Venus, are the goddesses for planet Venus, who is in such good aspect to this moon, being the ruling planet of Venus. If it's about love, do an intent to Venus, to Aphrodite, the goddess of love, to help you, to offer you clarity, to heal your emotions, to give you sight in what you need to do. For everything else, just ask whatever higher power, they will be there to help you. You just have to be open, receive, and most importantly, believe. Once you have the belief, you have everything. So have a beautiful week as well. Take care, and we'll see each other next week. Thank you so much, everyone. Blessings and happy spring once again. And Zia, happy birthday once again. Okay. All right, everyone. Lots of love. Blessings. And have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Good night. Have a beautiful week as well. Take care.